That tastes much better.
Welcome, one and all,
Sorry.
back to
It
Dungeons
wouldn't be D&D
and
without
Dragons. It wouldn't be D&D without a stupid tangent at the start. Welcome back to the continent of Krakoa. It's been 50 years since you've last adventured around these parts. Many things are the same, many things are different. But there's a familiar feel to everything. As we kind of fly over to the land at the start of our adventure, you go past familiar landmarks. You go past a city rebuilding on once where another city may have stood. You go past valleys. You go past small towns, cities, rivers, mountain ranges. Some things you recognise and some things you don't. And we start our adventure in a small town called Flandir. 50 years have passed again since we've last been here. The town itself has had a facelift. A lot of the stores that you once knew are still there, but there are many people that you won't realise. Yeah, okay. So you guys ready?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay.
I'm taking this one very seriously, just
I've got a pencil if you want one.
Yeah, thanks all.
All right. Give me 2 seconds.
I'm so glad I actually have glasses that look like
Go. Okay, so let's go. Sorry? What?
Nothing.
Okay, sorry, I thought you said something.
I said me start.
Yeah. You start.
Me start.
As our story begins, there is an old kobold sitting in a pub doing some book keeping. His kind of fishy scales have sort of diminished a little bit, but he's got kind of like faint wispy white hair that you can see as he's doing his works, and he responds to the call of his name, Dad! And Clarence the kobold sticks his head up away from his bookkeeping and goes, Yes, son! And his younger son, Blarance, is now the head barkeep at the Silver Owlbear, the flagship Golden Bow, the pub chain once formed by Tierra Golden Bow. There is a young lady at the bar. She has dark hair. She's keeping to herself and she's having a small glass of wine. And she notices at a window, and Astrid Goldenbow turns her head and sees a mechanical falcon at the window with a letter in beneath its claws.
Interesting. I'm going to open the window.
Yeah, of course. The mechanical bird flies in. There's like and its wings are kind of moving, but they're not like to the speed that it should be flying. So you can kind of take from this it's enchanted, and it drops its letter on your head, and then does another lap of the room and then flies out. Clarence looks up and he goes, Miss Astrid, it's probably the letter we spoke about. And he picks the letter off your head and gives it to you.
Thank you.
Inside, you find an invitation to join Rock Seekers Incorporated, a very prestigious Rock Seekers Incorporated, a very prestigious adventuring business almost that has been formed over time.
I've been invited.
It informs you that you've got a chance at an apprenticeship at Rock Seekers Incorporated, and that she must join the rest of the party outside in the shuttle wagons, and you must travel to Waterdeep, which you all would know is the city that is being built on what was the ruins of Albatross in the north of the land.
Okay.
You hear kind of some wagon wheels going by and then stopping immediately outside the door.
I'm going to go out. I'm going to go join. I mean, I've been expecting this letter.
As you go outside, Clarence and Blarance both look up and wish you well and give you a wave. And Clarence gives you some food for the road, and he puts it in your little baggie that you've got next to you. Outside, there is they're almost like it's almost like a metallic caravan and it's got 6 wheels, and it's joined to another one of these, and there's about 4 of them in a row. And it's got a revolving kind of sign, and it's got arcane runes on it, and it's spelling out different cities all across the land. And you see the last one says Waterdeep, and there's a cabin right on the far end that says Reservation Rock Seekers Inc.
Interesting. Am I meant to make a decision?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, okay. So
You're meant to make a decision.
I'm in the wagon.
Not yet.
Oh.
You just stood outside the Silver Owlbear, and you're standing in front of this wagon.
Oh right. I'm just gonna get in.
Okay, cool. Do you get into the caravan that says the reservation, or just one of the other ones?
Oh, the rock seeker thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You get into the carriage, and there's a few characters in there already waiting for you. There's an Acrocora, and there seems to be almost like a robot man.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 4 legs, 2 arms, and his eyes are just currently black and blank. The Acrocora kind of looks up when you go in and goes, "Another one!"
Another one.
I'm not saying anything. I just nod politely.
Okay, and you just walk on and sit down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no conversation at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Within about 5 minutes, it sets off, and you're travelling for about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You're going through various different neighbourhoods and villages that you recognise from your childhood growing up in the area. In about an hour's time, it stops again, and in walks 2 more figures, a small Verdun and a Shadakai with a blue hat and a bag full of things with some bagpipes sticking out at the top.
Shadow high.
You're fucking joking me.
Bula immediately starts playing his bagpipes as he gets on them. As he steps on the bus.
That's how I cast my spells.
Oh my god.
He hasn't introduced himself, by the way. Squawk the Agricora has got 2 lumps of wax out of a small pocket and just neatly inserted them where his approximation of where his ears will be.
You're gonna come up with a double bass next
I hope so. Next character.
A trombone or something.
Do you 2 want to chat at all? Well, because there's... okay, over the intercom you hear...
Hello everybody, this is your captain speaking for the bus. There'll be a small delay for probably about 10 minutes. We've just had a tunnel that we need to fix, so we're getting on our way to one more stop before Waterdeep in about 10 minutes. Thank you.
That's pretty fucking impressive. I'm still not saying anything. I'm going to pray.
Tell me, how are you dressed?
I'm going to pray to my Christmas of my God. How am I dressed?
Yeah, how are you dressed?
Dark cloak.
Okay, paint the picture for me.
Okay. I'm 19
Okay.
to start with.
Mm-hmm.
5'6".
Okay.
Quite gaunt looking. Pale.
So, Voldemort. 19-year-old Voldemort.
Yeah, I'm thinking more like Victorian child-esque.
Okay, that's fine.
Think hot Victorian child.
Okay, cool.
Quite.
One that hasn't died of scurvy.
Yeah, quite
Wow.
mysterious.
Very hot.
Dark and mysterious.
Yeah, I've left it all empty so you can fit it in. That's fine. Bula, you haven't started speaking either, so how are you dressed?
I'm also in a dark cloak, blue hat, and I've got a sign etched into my forehead.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
You have a large ring on one hand.
Yeah, I got a large ring, I got a cape of billowing. It's just sort of softly.
God, I have one of those.
Do you?
Yeah, it's not on me though.
Both of your capes, despite yours not being on, your bag kind of vibrates slightly when Bula's starts. I assume your cloak is always billowing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Our capes are mates. We're cape mates.
Cape mates.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say nobody really can. My character's very like.
That's fine.
Can't really see her.
After another couple of minutes of Bula playing the bagpipes, Squawk not doing anything, and the robot man just sort of sitting there still, you hear a faint and
all aboard, morning to Waterdeep.
And then the carriage sets off again. It's going for about another hour. During this time, so who are you sat by, Astrid?
The robot.
Okay. And Bula, are you opposite Astrid, or are you sat further down, or are you sat opposite Squawk? Where are you sat in this?
A bit
Okay.
further down on my own.
Okay, on your own. Are you sat opposite anybody, or just?
No.
Okay. So the way the carriage is. Okay. So. I would say Bula is there. Astrid is there.
Mm-hmm.
Then the robot is there. Squawk is kind of sat there, and the Verdun is sat there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All of a sudden, Astrid, you just hear like a. And like almost like whirring and mechanical clunking noises next to you, and then faint sparks start like zipping off, golden, blue, silver sparks for about 10 seconds, and then just absolute silence. You turn to your right, and the robot that you're sat next to you, or Warforged I should call him, opens its eyes, and they're both like a golden yellowy colour. He kind of like looks around, and his head doesn't move, but his entire torso moves, and he goes left, looks down, and he goes directly to you. Hello, I am B4RRY, but most call me Barry. And he proceeds to say this to every other person in the cabin.
Okay, cute. I'm not saying anything. It's just like...
Okay, the carriage stops again for the last time, and 2 more people get on after about 10 minutes. One of them is a sea elf, and the other is a Yuan Ti. I don't think you ever met a Yuan Ti before. They're kind of like snake people.
Okay. Well, it's the elf wine.
The sea elf is visibly perturbed by this snake girl that she's walked on with.
Am I meant to be friends with the snake girl? Okay, I've got that.
Where do you sit, Avoro?
Is there space to sit by myself?
Yeah, there's plenty.
Sit by myself.
There's space there,
I can't really see.
there.
social
All the little
myself.
circles, there's space.
I'm like, no comment.
Need a
I sit by
warm up
myself.
to get
Just
back
like
into it.
Okay. So, is no one talking? Excellent. Okay, so, you're all kind of going along.
I'm tall and blue.
You what?
Blue skin.
Oh yeah,
I'm tall and blue.
you are taller than blue. Would you like to tell everyone about yourself? Or do you want to keep it quiet?
Keep it quiet for now until I do real introduction.
Okay.
But I'm also in the cape gang.
Nice.
But my cape is black.
Hmm.
I think we've all got black hair.
I'll buy it.
My cape is black.
Did you all go to the same shop?
And it
Capes
moves
are out.
Same
like,
sale.
you know when you're underwater?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, and it kind of just like, it's
You
like
can see
abstractly
it
moving in the air. It's like
yeah,
flowing.
it floats sort of
It's
like,
got an almost like ethereal quality
Yeah,
to it, so it's just
that's
kind
what
of
my
like
cape does.
just
Can your
vibing.
capes do that? Don't think so.
We do have billowing capes, but I'm not wearing them.
Billowing's different to floating.
Is this your first conversation?
Wow. I really...
Billowing is not the same as flowing.
No, I'll shut my mouth. Don't want to make any
Actually, I do not wear a cape until I do, and then there's a small like, and then a small roll appears by B4RRY's neck, and just like a banner falls out behind him.
That's impressive.
He's most impressive. He turns to you, Astrid, and goes, "Thank you, small quiet one."
Does his cape better?
B4RRY looks at you and goes, "Yes," and then frantically shakes his shoulders, so the cape is just going like an absolute madness behind him.
I bought my cape.
Okay, as you're kind of going along, it was relatively early morning when you all set off, and the windows are all up, and the sun is kind of rising over the hills. You're going past the town of Red Cloud, and you're kind of bombing through the country at a very serious pace. You realise, as you're going along, there's no actual sound from from the wheels that you saw on the outside, and if anyone looks out the window, they were to see that you're actually floating slightly off the ground. Magical runes are kind of engraved into the wheels, so you're going at tremendous speed, kind of across country. It's you can see ruins of castles, you can see gullies and locks. It's a really beautiful place with. It's just, it feels right to be kind of going where you all are. You all have your own reasons and your own motivations for wanting to get to Waterdeep, but no one's speaking, no one knows. You're just talking quietly and getting there. Let me see. Okay, after the last couple of hours, you arrive in Waterdeep. Let me just describe it to you. It's a great sprawling metropolis, essentially. There's taverns and people casting rumours and people seeking truths and wishes and all sorts going around. It's an incredible place, and it's being built essentially on top of the ruins of old Albatross.
It's called, sorry.
Waterdeep. It is... Oh.
It's quite good, actually. I could just get you through.
You see many kind of like bric-a-brac shops and confusing kind of places that don't really add up, and you're all seeing them as they're all whisking by. And you get to the middle of this square, essentially, and it's just this incredible thing. You have buildings gilt with gold as you're stepping out, and you're all completely awestruck by this place. There's a huge market with all sorts of souls and treasures being bought and sold. There are food vendors selling all sorts of delicacies, most of which you've never smelt or heard of. There are children playing in the square hopscotch or throwing hoops. There's a hustle and bustle of this place. There's a stark contrast to where some of you have grown up. A few of the others that have got onto the carriage with you are completely just blown away by this. Some of them not so much. Barry the robot is motionless. And let me see. There's a fairly large crowd of people. There's a man playing music. He's wearing fake tiefling horns, and he's got a fake mustache. And you can hear him quietly go, "Are you ready for another Epicure classic?" And the crowd goes absolutely nuts for it. And then he starts playing a song about some cemetery gates. Yeah, so actually I want everyone to roll a d20 for me, because there are so many people around and you're hearing so many things. I want you to let me know what you guys all hear.
17.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Mm-hmm.
3.
Let's go with you first, Bula. Bula, you hear you hear from the only thing you hear is a child telling their mother that his friend's dog's brother's uncle's twice removed nephew saw a dragon underneath the city in some sewers, and that there's assassination has gone on in one of the higher up districts. But no one really knows what's going on with it though. And you also hear tales of a man called Omin Dran, who you do not know who that is. 7. Who got a?
I got 6.
You got 6. Okay. Okay. Overall, you hear that there is a psychic alcoholic wizard wandering the streets, and no one can get a word out of him. And that the Rockseekers Inc. are actually making a play to control the majority of the city's trade. And some of the other big gangs won't take it lying down, and that the fissure in the middle of the city wasn't caused by dark sorcery or magic, or maybe even the Undermountain. It wasn't a natural disaster. The fissure you guys saw as you were coming in, it's going through the middle of the city, and it's this giant crack that has just appeared out of nowhere. It's going right into the depths of the sewers. Astrid, you got a 17, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You hear that a green dragon was spotted flying over the Sea of Swords just west of the city. The Black Staff, who are the local kind of law enforcement, and her team are on high alert in case it ventures closer to the city and harasses ships in the area. Waterdeep is also known to guardian statues that are huge robots, essentially. are made of magic and science. And there's been rumours that one of them has been crying for the last 3 days. No one's really sure why or how there's getting a watery discharge from his eyes, but some say it means the destruction of their splendorous city is imminent. Others are certain it's a sign of great fortune. Others say it's just the humidity. And that the last thing that you hear is that the Guild of Lighters and Lamplighters and Candlers are going on strike, leaving the streets of Waterdeep dark and dangerous around the nights of the new moon, and thieves and assassins will probably take this to be advantageous to themselves. All of this you're kind of taking in individually. No one else has heard the things that you've heard, only you've heard these things. And amidst everything, you see like a beacon in front of you, Rockseeker's Ink. It's built, the wording is in Elvish font that's just written with like a kind of black onyx material in front of the building. There's gold filigree laying in, there's beautiful windows, there's people streaming in and out. It's a fascinatingly shaped building. It's not a regular kind of like house shape or tower. It's got many kind of bits that are shooting off in just incorrect and just stupid directions, and you kind of think that, God, there must be magic holding that place up, and then you realise it probably is magic holding that place up. Waiting outside, you see a small woman, and she sees the carriage arrive, and she's kind of looking at the group of you that have come off, and she starts waving at you. You see her beckoning, she's waving at you.
You know her?
Do I know you?
I'm going to approach.
Wow.
Not yet.
I'm going to approach.
Hello, are you Astrid by any chance?
I am.
May I see your letter? And she looks at your letter. Ah, yes, all seems to be in order. And she gives you the letter. And
Did you check it right?
are the rest of your friends coming?
They're not my friends.
I don't know how to say this. Everybody, come here.
Do I have a letter?
Yeah, everyone that was invited has one of the letters. Thank you, Master Bula.
Thanks.
Miss Avoril, thank you. And she shows and checks off everyone's. Barry's goes, hold on, one moment. And he just goes like, and his letter starts printing out of his chest. And she's like, thank you, Mr. Barry. And she gives it back to him, and it goes in reverse, and you can just hear it shredding. Waste not, want not. And then you're all kind of ushered immediately inside into the lounge.
Got some sensitive documents for them.
Sensitive, very sensitive. Now I'm sure you all want to be acquainted with each other, so we'll leave you for a minute. Everybody, if you don't know each other, get to know each other now. And Mr. Dran will see you in just a moment. And she nips out, and you can hear her shouting outside, get them some tea and biscuits! And the couple of small gnomish folk run in with some tea and coffee for everyone and some really nice biscuits. And it's a really nice lounge you're
I'm good.
left in. It's really tastefully done up. It's got velvet curtains and a satin couch.
Disgusting.
There's a dog in the corner as well who's just kind of sleeping.
Ugh. Why did I come?
Well, nobody asked you here. And Squawk kind of really takes gumption to this comment. I'm not going to let someone like you hurt my chances of getting employed here.
What do you mean someone like me?
Oh, just someone that's always just, give it that. Give it that.
I'll give you more than that if you don't shut up.
I just hate people like you, and it's just always really hate. Oh my God, I can't stand it. I can't stand you.
I'll stick a feather in it.
If my name isn't,
Oh,
most people call me Squawk. To be fair,
nice to meet you, Squawk.
not nice to meet you, Mr. Bula, was it?
Yeah.
That's a
Bula.
name.
Ula Baravan, descended from the great Ula Baravan.
Never heard of him. And he turns away from you and he starts reading his letter.
Hate.
Do you two hate him as much as me?
Choose wisely.
No comment.
Don't really know him yet.
Fair enough.
Probably like him more than I like you, though.
Hey! And he flips over the top and he shoots you a mean glare and he flicks his paper back up again. The
Shiver me timbers.
Yil, the Yuan Ti, kind of like looks up and she kind of wiggles her way over to one of the couches and just takes like 2 fistfuls of biscuits and just goes and just eats them all. And she goes, "My, that was scrummy." And she snakes her way back over to the couch and sits directly next to you, Avoril. What don't you trust about me?
I have
tongue
very
is kind of
big
like
fear
this.
of snakes, so
Well, I'm not a snake. Just that my bottom
you
half
look
is.
like one.
Well, you look like a snake. And she clicks at you and just slithers away.
I
She
like
sits. Astrid, you're sat next to the Verdun. Have you ever met a Verdun before?
Don't know.
It's a small kind of green humanoid with assorted bits of tufty hair,
Okay.
golden eyes. He's just sat there quietly. He's got a bow strung over his back.
Mhm.
He's got a couple of arrows and he's just fledging some arrows. And he's not speaking to you, but he's very chill, very calm.
I'm just gonna ask him if he minds if I pray.
Yeah, sure. Do you want a mat or anything? Or
No.
You good? You cool. You're good. You start floating 2 foot off the ground while you're praying, and he drops an arrow in surprise because he went to go and see something else to you, and just your knee was in his face.
I'm gonna play my instrument while I'm waiting.
Sure.
Here now.
She's loud
Where's
down.
my instrument? I play the instrument of the gods.
Do you just start singing?
Most angelic voice anybody's ever heard.
The assistant lady who is just
Will you stop?
The assistant lady sticks her head back inside and goes, "Oh, good to know you're all getting along. Mr. Dran will be here in just a moment." And she shuts the door again.
It's ruining my music.
It's nothing like a good jam to get us
A
acquainted.
good jam
Yeah.
with that.
Just try and keep up, yeah?
No.
Alright.
Looks like a dead bird, that.
It probably was. So watch out, Squawk.
I am just here!
You'll be blowing your bagpipes anyway.
I don't know how to take that.
The most ironic thing is that this is out of tune.
Okay, at this point, a man enters the room, and he's not really unlike anyone that you've ever noticed before. He's he's an intense-looking half-elf in plate armor. He's writing on a scroll, and he's got a small dwarf next to him, a small hill dwarf, and his legs are barely keeping up, to be honest. He is striding into this room. He goes, "Let it be done now. Get it sorted quickly." And he gives him the scroll. He goes, "Ah, here you all are. Perfect. Right. And you're religious, aren't you? Roll for me, please, Astrid. An Arcana check, please.
Where's my dice gone? That's it. 6. That's plus
Okay.
4 as well.
Okay. You notice around his neck that he's got a religious symbol. You know it's a goddess. You're not sure which goddess, but you know it's he's got a religious symbol around his neck. And he looks at you all like kind of almost a bit upset. "Come here, gather quickly!" And he pulls you all in. "Now, thank you for answering my call so quickly. When the earthquake struck 2 days ago, we limited the damage as much as possible, but the sinkhole opened the fissure behind the warehouse and the docks. 2 of the guards are there and went there to investigate on my order. No one came out. Absolute nightmare. I think they're dead. City Watch is now watching over it, but my schedule's all complicated up at the moment. You saw I was talking to Joffrey. So I'm delegating this job to you as a bunch of experienced adventurers. I couldn't have asked anyone better to come and help with this. So thank you. I'm delighted that you are coming to help with the task. And before any of you get to speak, he drops a bag of 500 gold coins in the middle of the floor in front of you. Now, the pay is 500 golden dragons for the group as a whole, with the 20% commission going to Acquirations, incorporated as the broker. So I want you to go to Jolly's Lamp Emporium, down by where the fissure is, and you'll see the guards there. They'll tell you what to do. And yes, bye. And he leaves and just walks out the room.
Why did I see that as Scooby-Doo when he turned into that scientist? That's so amazing. I don't know why we're here.
We're adventurers, apparently.
Well, it seems to me that you've quite clearly not understood this situation. He has mistakenly thought we are a group of seasoned adventurers, and I hate you all, I think. So what do you want to do?
Get rid of you for a start.
Oh,
I, for one, am not a seasoned adventurer, but I do need this job.
Well,
I currently only have 15 gold pieces.
Barry
in my
just
head.
turns his head and goes, "Ain't that the truth?"
My life is one big adventure.
I've got 30. A bit more than you. Well, not as rich as my ancestors,
I
I
just
tell
got
you.
kicked out of my church. So
Oh, did you? I'm a struggling musician, that's fine.
You hate to see it. The Colby the Verdon's kind of like in the conversation now. He's actually very small. He's only about 3'5", so he was there the entire time, but no one noticed him. He was just kind of
3'4".
chilling. 3'5".
Well, that makes a difference.
It does to him.
Oh.
He looks at you, Bula, and nods. He gets it.
That's why I got such a big pointy hat. That's all I know.
Now, as you guys are discussing what to do,
What do we do?
you hear just another
I think so.
like flamboyant knocking at the door, and a man with a very obviously dyed black twirly whirly mustache and like goatee sticks his head around the corner. Bula, you have a small gasp of recognition. You know who this is. The others like either don't notice him straight away, or just like you've noticed him. No one else has, or they've seen him and don't care. And he sighs and he kind of goes back around the corner, and then with purple smoke, he appears directly in front of you. He's a very handsome figure. His name is Jim Dark Magic. And he's wearing a set of glasses that he thinks is a very good disguise. He's known as one of the founders or co-founders of Rock Seekers Inc. I'm no one you know, but I couldn't help but seeing that you seem a bit flustered.
Alright, Jim.
My name is Midge.
Midge.
Yes. And he lowers his glasses and he winks at you. He pushes his glasses back up again. He kind of looks around, makes sure no one else is looking. He's like, come here, friends. Now, you want my advice? Do this job. Money's good. Dran doesn't know a thing. I mean, what's the worst that can go wrong? Look, you'll be fine, and you'll get a foot. You're here as the apprentices, I imagine. You all got the letters from my magical birds?
Yeah.
So
Magical bird.
Wait for my magic bird.
my magic birds. So he's confused you with an adventurer group that we've got coming in about 20 minutes. Do the job. If you do it really well, you get a really good position in the company guaranteed, instead of having to, fight each other to the death. So, options
What is
yours.
this company?
The most prestigious adventuring group in the world, I would say, young lady.
Well, you keep saying adventuring, but that doesn't really mean that.
Oh, we outsource all sorts of adventuring. We have turned adventuring into corporate fun. So,
To be fair, we are rookies, but we've all been brought together for a reason. So I say fate has intervened and we should go for it.
As a believer of fate and omens, I agree.
Well, I've got nothing better to be doing.
well,
So.
I mean, have you ever heard the phrase of opportunity knocks? And he knocks on the wall again and disappears in another puff of purple smoke.
Cheers, Jim.
This is what Jim looks like, by the way.
Good like you.
No, he doesn't. So he was wearing glasses in disguise, just for
Oh.
reference. That was his
I'm just gonna run
disguise.
up to get some wine.
Sure.
Actually,
Bring
Same.
mine down.
Yeah, I'll just bring it here. It was meant to be here.
I think everything is meant to be.
The lady that has brought you into the building, giving you biscuits and tea, and just checked in on you, just reappeared. She goes, "Oh, lady, you're all meant to be here. You all got the letters. Now, the question is, I've just been informed by Mr. Midge of your situation. Do you want to have a look round and try and get your jobs first,
Yeah.
or do you want to go straight out?
Well, I want to know what I'm doing first.
Okay."
Jobs.
I'll leave you in the hands of
We're
Tallulah.
the rock seekers, not the job seekers.
That was good, I like that. A small fairy appears from behind her. She goes, "Watcher! Alright, oh,
Alright?
nice one.
Um,
So, Rock Seekers Inc., I'm kind of the secretary fairy, but sort of not at the same time. It's a complicated job title. Anyway, what I do, all the new recruits, I show them around. Now, you've been told you've got to go on this dangerous mission, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. At Rock Seekers Inc., you all have other little jobs. Like, you all have different jobs within this company. You're not just a bunch of people, you know? Otherwise, that would just be strange. So, I'm going to show you around the building and then show you all the different kind of, jobs that you could do if you wanted.
No.
Yeah. No thanks.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. You don't have to be fair. Do it some other time. You have to do it at some point, so it's now or later.
I would like to know, please.
Yeah, let's get over it.
I mean, I could just list you through them if you don't want to see them.
No, it's fine. Take us along.
Alright, sweet. And she claps her hands and some doors just freak open. And what falls you is a beautiful office, really. It's huge dark wood desks, neat intervals, and there's a big common area with a broad map of the continent on it. The walls are just wall-to-wall maps of towns, cities, areas. Really beautiful calligraphy that's written above the area cartography department. And it's got maps of like, the various subcontinents that have been discovered but not explored over the last 50 years. There are arcane columns at various points throughout the office, and there are books that have like mapping equipment and things, and there are express pipes that are enchanted that can send maps and documents throughout the entire building and corporation, kind of like, and they just shoot down these pipes and get distributed to loads of people. It's sort of quiet, all things considered, and there's about 12 different people in there plotting routes, doing just general mappy stuff. This is run by a guy called Druid. He's over there. And you see famous cartographer Druid Marrow Sawtooth, and he's a mountain dwarf. You know kind of a little bit about him. He's a relatively infamous figure. He was used to be one of the Rock Seekers kind of generals when they would fight with people. He has a penchant for creating instruments out of defeated enemies. So he's kind of got like a bandolier of assorted like bone instruments just across him at all times. But yeah, whenever he uses them, he sort of obtains an aspect of the people that he plays. So he's kind of like almost like a schizophrenic kind of character. He's known as difficult to get on with. But yeah, he's just milling around and observing people. What are you all doing here?
Just looking around.
Yeah,
You
about
the
the
newbies.
job.
Maybe.
Nice. Do you like maps?
No.
Love maps.
Sweet, you'll do. And he gives you a little token. And he presses it into your palm and he goes, "Do not lose this." You close your fist and he puts it in your pocket. Yeah, it's sort of like the long and short really of the cartography room. As Tallulah's kind of describing as you guys are walking through it, she's like, yeah, so all people need like routes. They all need to know where they're going. They need to know where the best way to go is, or you can have the least amount of hassle. Or if you want to go by and barter with someone and get some stuff and increase money for the corporation. So really valuable job, and you get cool little magic spectacles and that. It's great and cool. Anyway, next room. And she claps, and then another door opens with more kind of creaking. and it leads you into the decisionist hall. It's a relatively small hallway with small off-shooting rooms going off it, and it is, let me see, quite cosy. There's a series of windows looking out over the city, which doesn't make sense to you because it's a hallway that should be in the middle of a building, but nonetheless there are windows looking out to various areas of the city. There's a massive just tower of books in the middle of the room, and they're books on kind of building morale, team building, like making decisions, stuff like that.
Next.
And as Tilly
Go
goes,
back to the map room.
I'll tell the team.
Well, there's always a job to be a leader, and people just need leading sometimes, and these people just decide if it's like a stalemate. It's kind of a cushy job, really.
If it's me, I'll decide all the wrong decisions.
Then that's the sacrifice we at Rock Seekers Inc. are willing to make.
I need to weigh up all my options.
As you're kind of going around there, there's another room that you can just hear before you even get to there. It's just you can hear in this room, and it says in the really lovely calligraphy, Documancer HQ. You kind of go in, and it's essentially just a bit of a library with tall bookcases and large tall bookcases and interconnected walkways of stairs linking everything kind of together. So it's almost like a pit of bookcases, and above that it's like a lattice of pathways to get to everything. There's a spell in place though that if anyone falls off, they disappear before they hit anything and reappear at the top. But they still feel like they're falling.
Might test that.
The mooing that you just heard. Okay, chest it if you want. Who do you push?
Some librarian.
Some rando. Essentially. And just with they just appear right where you push them off, but they're like, and their hair's kind of all windswept now, and they're missing a few pages of their book. Yes. The mooing that you heard comes from the head documancer Bartholomew Oxley V, third generation Minotaur. That's the seventh of his name. He's only temporarily looking after this post until his old head comes back.
What happened to his head? Did it get chopped off?
You're
I'm
funny,
not
you are.
laughing.
Astrid's a barrel of laughs.
No, it says
As you guys walk in, you see Bartholomew shouting at a hireling for ruining a contract, and this is what you hear.
I can't believe that you've done this! Oh, you're so incompetent!
Oh, this is what happens when you break a contract! And he rips the contract in half, and the hireling sets on fire. And he shakes around this broken contract and he goes, "Let this be a lesson to all of you! Never break up a contract for this workplace environment!" And Tulia's kind of hushing you all as, "I think we better come back here later." And she pushes you all out of this room. She takes you through a rest of the rooms. You see the Hordes Persons HQ, the Lawmongers, the Obliviators, which they're absolutely hilarious. They're basically a big bunch of turtles that make sure that if they're met with any problems, they're eliminated immediately. Occultants, like accountants, but for the spooky kind of when you kill people. Secretarians, and that is it. She kind of gives you the rest of the tour at a fair bit of speed. And she goes,
Later in life, when you will be working here, you all expect to take on one of these jobs just to help you, and the rest of your team carry on doing stuff. But yeah, that's just a quick tour of the HQ. What do you guys want to do now?
Start.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You want to get straight to it?
"Cool, nice one." Right, and you guys...
Fun lot, aren't we?
Yeah, God, there's not that much zinging here, I'll be honest. You're all pushed outside, and you're given a map to to where you've got to go, to the start of the fissure. And yeah, you're just sort of left to your own devices now in the middle of this hustling and bustling square. The other bunch of them must have got lost somewhere, because now there's only 3 of you.
Interesting.
We must be the best 3 then.
It's like challenge.
We should stick together.
I agree.
Yeah. Stick together and look for clues.
Yeah.
Do I know what's in my pocket?
You can look if you like.
Yeah, I want to know what he gave me.
Okay, so you look into your pocket, and what you find is a small gold piece, but it's not a dragon coin.
Okay.
What it is a picture of his face doing a thumbs up, and it says across it, recommended.
Well, that means nothing to me.
Looks like you've been recommended.
Be a map person.
So it's a gold piece, yeah?
It is, but it has no monetary value.
Okay.
Boring.
Well, that's not going to be much help, guys. I'm sorry. Do we know what we're meant to be doing?
Seems like a good omen to
You
me.
should take hold of the map.
Me? I do love a good map.
Yeah.
So the map showing the most direct route there is straight through a couple of alleyways. And it's the proper like back street route, and then it's not very long. You got to go across a few busier streets and then take a small boat trip, and then you're there in the middle of the kind of district where this has all happened.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So you guys just set off on your way. There's
On our merry way.
on your merry way, just the three of you. Okay. You hear over the hustle and bustle of the ladies like, I wonder when the next group of people are going to arrive, and then she goes back into the house.
I think we should leave before the next group of people arrive.
Yeah, before they figure it out.
Cool. Okay, right. As you guys are making your way through the city, you find the first alleyway that you're meant to reach.
Okay.
You can see there are some people milling around a little bit further down there. And you just you brush past a couple of them. And then sooner rather than later, you find your way blocked. There's two of them just standing there in the middle of the alleyway. And you look behind you, and there's another two standing directly behind
Oh,
you,
shit.
not allowing you to escape at all.
Oh, dear.
These are four bandits. The streets have been kind of a bit more ready with them since the fissure happened.
By the way, nobody can actually see it. But
Okay, so are you walking with your hands like that?
yeah,
So
at all times.
okay,
yeah.
right, okay. Three of the bandit members are normal kind of looking criminal characters, but their leader Jaylene was similar.
Jaylene. Sorry. Please don't-
She was also a normal bandit until she was until she was killed last year. But she didn't let death keep her down, and she
Too right.
and she's continuing to lead the group.
Yeah.
She's not aware that she's undead, even though bits of her flesh are kind of peeling off her. She's dismissive and calls it to her friends her allergies. The rest of the crew aren't really sure what to do with this, since she's still the same person, but she's just dead. So they just kept following her because, nothing's really happened adversely because of it. As you guys are kind of walking along, she can see her red eyes glowing beneath her coat, and the hood's pulled down, and then you can see a kind of like half decomposed skeletal face, and she clacks,
Your money or your life.
I haven't got any money.
No deal.
I come recommended then.
Yeah, take it.
Take what?
Have we got that?
No, none of us have money. So we're job seekers in.
Can you put a big bag in front of us? Or do we get that
Wasn't
after
that
the
an
mission?
example? Have we got?
Did no one pick up the bag?
No,
No.
I didn't pick up the bag.
I don't want.
Oh.
Well, we fucked it,
The
guys.
squawk took it.
Mission over.
There's a smash cut to inside where Squawk is currently in the documancer's room with his feet up in a chair, looking at a really nice document that he's composed with a bag of 500 gold coins next to him. And he goes, "Wah!"
Well, guys,
I wonder how the rest of them are doing.
I think we
Great
call this a
start.
day. We're not getting paid for it, are we?
I'm not here for that.
I mean, I have a coin that has no monetary value.
Anyway,
Your money or your life.
I really,
Take my life.
Your life.
really ask you to reconsider your decision.
okay, so right,
Right.
let's digest this. You're asking to reconsider. What do you shoot at them, Bula?
I'm thinking of attacking.
Okay, but have you attacked?
No.
Okay,
I am thinking of attacking too.
Okay.
Just, where is it? Agonaz's Scorcher.
oh, you're just letting rip, are you?
Yeah.
Christ. Here we go.
I'll let you do that, and then everyone's going to roll initiative after that, and I'll let you roll with advantage because this is a surprise. That's fine.
What's a surprise?
Bula attacking with all his
Boola's just shooting out. What would you like to describe as a Naga Scorcher?
You hold out your hands, and a raging line of fire bursts forth from your palms. Each creature in a 30-foot long and 5-foot wide cone must make a saving throw. If they fail, they take 3d8 fire damage, or if successful, they take half.
Okay, I'll let you roll this with advantage. So roll the d20 for me, and yeah, roll twice, take the best result.
It's only at the 2 in front of me.
Yeah, that's fine.
16
Okay.
and 11.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You definitely hit both of them. Hang on, right. 2d. You say it was 2d8?
3d8.
3d8, okay. Cool. That is fine. Yeah, you hit both of them. Roll damage for me. The rest of you roll initiative, please.
Hit me, baby, one more time. Initiative.
Yes.
I should get really confused about all these double.
So remember to add your... It's the top page, that one there. Remember to add your initiative modifier to your roll.
Mine's -1.
Yep, remember to add it to your roll.
Yeah, you have no initiative.
No, his -1 initiative.
Where's bloody initiative?
Right at the top.
20.
Oh, there.
Bang on 20. Natural 20?
No, 18 plus 2.
8. I think my dice is loaded. That second time I got 6.
8.
8. Okay. 13.
Shimone.
Apparently Michael Jackson expands all rounds.
Ye old Mikhail Jackson.
Jake and Maxon.
We're going to call him B1. 3, B2.
How are you chicken dippers?
Huh?
How are you chicken dippers?
Yum.
And they are going 5, B4. Okay, so the two. So do you aim for the two ahead or the two behind?
Which way am I facing?
You're facing the two behind.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Could you roll the damage for me on that?
D20?
Azanaga's Scorcher's 3d8, right?
D8.
I
5
should have this wine.
and 8.
Say again?
5 and 8?
Okay, wasn't it 3?
And 7.
Cool, so 16, 15, so it's 20, okay. Yeah, they're both very dead.
Woo! First kill of the
So
day.
you just eviscerate these two bandits, just wrap them in flames before anyone even has a chance to do anything.
I don't like being cornered.
Mhm.
I don't like being cornered.
Is that 2 we killed?
That's 2 straight out of the gates, and that was bandits 4 and 3. That's fine. Okay, so the bandit next to Jelaine, okay, she goes, what? And absolutely flummoxed. So even though you two are closer than him, Bula, he throws his axe at you. What's your AC?
9?
He hits, and he throws an axe, and it just sails between the pair of you two, and you kind of look at it as it goes past, and it buries itself in Bula, doing 1d6 plus 6 damage. He is, however, now without axe. Astrid, your turn.
Well, I'm very pissed off at this entire situation. Particularly.
You're so
the bit
moody.
that I've heard. So who's left? How many bandits left?
2. The one with the skull for a face, and just the one that threw his axe at Bula.
Okie dokie. Can I heal Ula?
Yeah, if you like.
Go.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at the bandits and just go. I'm just going to heal him.
Cool. What do you heal him with?
Healing
Do you,
hands.
oh, cool. So that's just one of your abilities. You laying hands on him.
Yeah.
Cool. That's his HP, and you got 4 uses of that, don't you? Or was it 3?
It just says
I think it's 3 uses
long
of it.
rest.
Okay,
It
cool.
says,
That's fine.
As an action, you can touch a creature and heal it.
Cool. Right. Ula, you are completely healed.
Bula.
Sorry, Bula, you're completely healed.
Easy
Astrid,
mistake.
how do you heal
It's
him?
not healing light.
Yeah, you've got a couple of healing
I'm
spells.
just going up and I'm just going.
You're just like touching his face.
Like that.
Ugh. You
I
just
also
do.
might do a little.
Okay, so you whisper some arcane words and heal him, and the axe just
It's actually-
falls out.
Infernal.
Huh?
It's celestial language.
Some celestial, and some.
You jabbering on
The axe just falls out of your shoulder, and even though the scrape in the arm is still there, the wound is completely healed and there's no bleeding.
You're welcome.
They've done that. They've done that. Hello, Avoril. It's your turn.
Well, I don't know what to do. Are we in combat?
Yeah.
I don't know where my fighting stuff is.
Where it normally is.
Where be my fire
Yeah.
stuff?
I should have teleported. Oh.
But I've got some good shit going on. I've got
Oh,
death
so-
spells.
And you've got spells, those ones I sent you earlier.
Yeah, I don't have my spells on me.
Oh, that.
On your phone?
Just death
Yeah,
spells.
my
They're
phone's
just scary.
upstairs.
Makes
I'm
them
still
hear
currently
the
finding
pulse of death.
myself.
Okay,
On first.
cool.
I use my rapier.
Okay, so you unsheath your rapier, and you were keeping stashed away from underneath your coat. Do you say anything while you do it, or?
On guard.
Excellent. And you just like run at one of them, or do you like take a slash at the both of them, or what do you do?
I try and get both of them in one go.
Okay, cool. Roll a d20 for me.
Oh gosh, come on.
Don't forget to add your proficiency.
That wasn't really a roll, but I'll go with it.
Well, if it wasn't a roll, then roll it properly.
I did slip.
What is it?
What's my proficiency?
Because your proficiency in with your rapier, so you get your proficiency bonus. Is there?
Initiative.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Proficiency bonus.
Oh, 3.
3. Yeah, so add 3.
7.
Okay, cool. You don't hit either of them, so you slash wildly with your rapier, and they stumble back to avoid it. So you gain a little bit of space, but you don't actually hit any of them.
Wow, sorry guys.
Yeah,
It's fun. You caught them off guard a little bit.
nice try.
Nice, so
I thought I caught them on guard.
Nice. Bula, it's your turn.
Yeah. How far away are they?
So you currently have your back to where they are after melting 2 people. You turn around and you have within 5 foot of you. You have Astrid and you have Avoril, and then let's say 10 foot away from them. Oh, sorry, no. 5 foot next to you, in immediate 5 foot range, you have Astrid. 5 foot away from that, so 10 foot away from you, you have Avoril, who's just slashed at
Just
the other 2
fuck all.
with the rapier, and they are 5 foot away from her, now having avoided it.
Is
So
one of them the skull lady?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I was confused because my spell list is on my phone and not on paper.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right.
it is
I was
technically,
wondering where
it
everything
is
else
actually
was.
on the back of that, like, but it's just really unintelligibly written, so that's why I wrote it all up on the phone for
And
you.
what is that?
Yeah. No, oh yeah, it's all that, so that's for the spells, but it's just horribly written, so.
I still don't know who I am, literally, so.
You can get your phone if you
I'm
want.
metaphorically.
Okay,
Who will I be?
Yeah,
Yes.
who will I be?
okay.
Can I pick
So
up the
many
axe
possibilities.
off the floor?
Yeah?
And then do lightning lure on the skull lady?
You can do that without picking up the axe. Or do you just want to pick up the axe?
Well, in case I drag her 10
No,
feet
we'll
towards
go
me,
get
I
like
can
that.
rock her the axe.
Fair enough. So you cast lightning lure on the skull lady. That's fine. What is it that does it? Is it a saving throw that I have to roll?
Yeah, strength saving throw 15.
Okay.
You create a lightning whip emanating from yourself and affect someone within range.
14.
If they fail the saving throw,
Which they have.
pull 10 foot towards you
Uh-huh.
and take 2d8 of lightning damage.
Excellent. Roll me 2d8 lightning damage. So Jelaine is just grabbed and just yanked towards you. And just she's just enshrouded by a lightning whip essentially, and just like grabbed, and it flies past Avoril, and this woman just enveloped in a lightning whip and then just falls to the ground, kind of next to where you are, Astrid. And how much damage did she take?
1 and 1.
Okay, so she's lightly singed but very annoyed.
Okay.
Which leads us to the last bandit's turn, who only has a dagger now after having lost his axe. And he sees you, Avoral, as the closest target, and he misses. He jumps at you and goes. He's really cool actually. He takes a little run and then puts one foot on one side of the wall of the alleyway that you're in, springboards off it and goes Rah! And like he's holding his dagger above you like he's gonna come down and just absolutely just shank you with it. You see this from a mile away, just sort of step to the side a little bit. He goes crashing into the other wall and is dazed. Which leads us back to... Oh, they're dead. Your turn, Astrid.
So who's left?
There's a bandit who is on the floor, just getting up, that has just been singed by some lightning, but pulled like right next to you. And there is another one about 5 foot away, right by where Aurora is, and they're kind of in a heap on the floor.
Where's my spell? So can we not walk away at this point?
No, you're in the middle of combat.
Right. Okay.
I wish we could just walk away. Yeah, see ya.
Well, because I thought they were both like on the floor.
No, one of them's up, one of them's on the floor. I did send it to you.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought that was all you sent me.
No.
Hold on. Sorry, everybody.
What's
I'm
your
still
spell
getting
list
used.
look like? Oh.
I texted it to me.
Ah, that's why.
Mine is on WhatsApp.
Yeah, yours was, but...
Yeah, there we go.
You got it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Can I use
Go on, what do you want to use?
Toll of the Dead?
Yes, you can use Dull of the Dead. Who do you want to use it on?
I'm pissed off at this point.
Who do you want to use it on?
The one who's the one that's most threatening. The standing up guy,
There's
not the one on the floor.
Okay, that's the one with the skull for the face.
And the one standing up is the one by Aurora.
Yeah, well,
No,
they're
both,
not
like,
stood up.
awake.
No, they're both awake. One of them's in a heap on the ground just because he just clattered himself against the wall. The other one's by you, and they just got pulled by you by Bula.
So which one's the leader?
The one by you.
Alright, I'm going to do the one by me then.
Okay. Describe to me how it
I'm gonna
happens.
pick him up off the floor.
Uh-huh.
Like, shove him. Pull him out.
What, like push him against the wall? Or like literally lift him above your head?
I don't think I'm strong enough to do that, so I'm just
You make a strength roll for me, you can see.
Oh, because that would be absolutely the best thing ever.
Right, roll a d20, add your strength modifier to it, okay? I have a feeling you'll win.
6.
2.
Oh, right, well then, yeah, he's
Sweet,
fucking up in the air.
So you pick her up in the air,
Mhm.
and what do you do? And then whispering noises kind of shroud you, and mist starts swirling
At this
around
point,
you.
I'm like this.
Unhearing to anyone else, all you guys can hear, dong, 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 dong. Your hood automatically flies up, and then your cape just starts billowing out from behind you as Jelaine is just riddled with necrotic energy just flying into her from all angles. Could you roll the damage for me on that, please? You're holding her up with one hand in the air, just smiling.
That's 14.
Ooh. Oh wait, is that? Did you?
What do I need to roll?
The damage for Toll of the Dead. So it's on your spell list.
Sorry.
That's right.
Oh, we're still getting used to it, don't worry.
I know.
It says, are they missing HP?
Yes, they are.
2d12.
You were lucky you did those 2 damage like last turn.
Am I lucky?
Yeah, you are. Otherwise, it'd have been 2d8.
We meant to kill her.
Kill her if you want.
Oh, that's a fucking d12. No, d12. Which one's a d12? This one? No.
Is that any better?
Oh, that's a d12. Right, so I need to roll 2 of these.
Yeah, 2 of them. Add any modifiers.
4. 4.
8 damage. That is. She's kind of like twitching with like black, kind of like almost like black lightning just shooting across her now, and she's still alive, but she's banged up.
Good.
Okay. Avoral, you've got a man in a heap beside you that just tried to stab you in the face with a dagger. And you've got your 2 new colleagues, I'm not going to say friends, behind you beating up a woman with a skull for a face.
Is somebody cooking something?
I can't smell, so no.
Smell.
Smells like food.
Does smell like food.
I need to learn all
Maybe
this
it's the
spells.
burning of this bitch's flesh.
Can I try and use my rapier again?
Yeah, of course.
I want to show you guys that I am useful.
Okay, you can roll at advantage because they're on the ground.
Right, this is going to be embarrassing. if
So
I do
2
shit
two
again.
2d20s for me, please, and take the best
2
number.
d20s.
Yeah, take the best number.
Come on, don't let me down.
What is it?
Yeah.
Wait, is it a 1? Doesn't matter what the other roll is. It's a nat 1. That's. So what?
12.
So if you'd roll any other number, this would have been fine. So you go to grab your rapier.
I'm so sorry, guys.
And you see what's going on behind you, and you can see the teamwork of Bula slightly damaging them, and then Astrid like raining necrotic damage. And you want a piece of this pie, so you go, guys, and they both look at you, and you go to grab your rapier just to run through this guy that is flat out in front of you on the ground, and you pull it out of your scabbard with so much vigor, it flies up into the air. And it goes spinning out of your hands. And you just see it go, and it lands up on the rooftop next to you.
So have I lost my rapier now?
You've lost it for a moment.
Someone
But why not? So shall I cross it off on my thing? No.
You can get it. But for now, you currently don't have your
I
rapier.
don't know if I can.
And the other two have seen you do this.
At least I could play music.
Hey!
Oh, yeah, that's a bit of a zing actually.
He's like a lightning whip of skull-faced lady.
Bula,
Touche.
Yeah.
your turn, lady.
What's going on?
You've just witnessed someone commit throw a rapier on the roof, and you're beating up a
Distraction
skull-faced
technique, I
woman.
You hate that word, rapier.
Yeah.
What, the sword?
Yeah.
I
Don't
was just
like
thinking
it.
AP
It just sounds like
I always think of
rapier.
AP having a rapier.
I hate that.
Yeah, me too.
Bula, what are you doing?
So who's left alive?
There's someone right next to. I feel like he's been there for ages.
Oh.
He's just kind of almost getting to your feet. He's by you, and then there's the woman that Astrid was holding above her head while she was laughing maniacally, and necrotic damage was flying into her, and you couldn't hear any bells, but there were bells.
Okay. Is there anyone in range I can lance?
Such a deep
Um, Yeah, well, you've got movement speed. You've got 30 foot of movement speed. You can stab anyone with a lance.
Yeah, I'll leave the guy on the floor to the rapier thrower over there. I'll go for the other
That's
one.
what you're going to be known as now.
And so you use your lance to attack the one that Astrid's holding up in the air.
Yeah, I'll just launch it.
You just throw your lance.
Yeah.
You don't like whack it with the lance. You throw the lance.
Yeah.
Cool, just making sure. That's fine. Roll the d20 for me.
7.
Roll with advantage because they're being
At least it's sort of
Held.
natural one.
Roll with what?
advantage because they're being held.
What's the advantage?
Just roll the d20 again. Take the best number.
13.
Yeah, you hit them. Yeah, roll me the damage on a rapier getting thrown at someone being held in the air.
And that.
Yeah. So your lance, yeah.
Which one's that?
It tells you on your sheet, just that.
Oh, lance. 1d12 plus 2 piercing.
Yes.
Okay.
Even if you roll a 1, you still think you kill her.
So that's 9 plus 2, 8.
Yeah, she's very dead. Yeah. So do you want to kill her? Do you just want to knock her out? What do you want to do?
I'll give the lance a twist.
Oh, sorry, I thought you threw it.
Yeah, I'll walk up to it.
Oh, okay. So just describe it to me.
Yeah, just twist it and pull it out again.
Oh, okay. Her little skull head falls off her shoulders.
Good.
Can I pipe up?
Hmm?
I'm just gonna be like, I actually had that. Thank you. No, I just drop it.
Fair.
You can keep the skull if you want. I've got enough.
Okay, thank you. Goes against one of my beliefs.
You both turn around to see the guy getting up off the floor, and Bryn is still kind of
Reeling.
Aurora is still kind of reeling from just her launching rapier. She doesn't see the guy standing behind her,
It's first day nerves.
and he plunges a dagger into her shoulder,
Just get my fucking healing.
and he deals 7 piercing damage.
Shit, how
To
much
you.
have I actually got? Am I gonna die?
I'm hoping you have more than 7
39.
HP.
So I'm on 30,
32.
32 now. Fuck. This is bad, guys.
Astrid.
I'm embarrassed.
Astrid, what are you doing?
My shame. Like,
This is fun.
I will never recover from this.
I will never financially recover from this.
No, just in general, I'm never going to recover.
So has he got his back to me or anything?
No, he's facing you guys. So Auror's got her back to you because she's just been stabbed in the shoulder. He's behind her with the knife. You guys are about, let's say, 10 foot away. And you're with Bula.
Can I fly over to him and do a little dagger to the throat?
Yeah, you
Little slit throat.
You can, but you'll do it at
Can I fly
disadvantage.
like round back and then
When you say fly,
I can fly?
so you want to use your spell fly to fly like up and over and
Well, it says
slit his throat.
once per long rest I can transform into my celestial.
Oh, sorry. So you want to use your So you've got the spell fly as well.
Oh.
So you want to use your wings.
Yeah, I want to use my fucking wings.
Okay, cool.
Get those wings.
Describe how it looks.
So I float up into the air
Uh
and I do like a
huh. Your shoulders go like.
it's like I'm breaking a little bit, and then they just go like big angel dark wings.
Big dark
A little bit
wings.
crookedy.
Okay,
It's not very attractive.
but they are still
I'm-
dark wings. It's kind of creepy. I don't like that. Okay, so you're flying up in the air. So how high are you up in the air? Because you've got a movement speed of what is it? 30 foot while you're flying, or is it 60?
It didn't say.
Let me check.
Unless I can look at fly.
That's fine. I can check. Well, fly is different to that. What you can do. So.
So I'll make that.
Oh, it's equal to your walking speed. Okay, so that's 30-foot flying speed.
Oh, slow.
No, you can move 30. You can walk 30 foot, and you can fly 30 foot in one turn. So you can move 60 foot in a turn,
Alright.
essentially. So do you like go like 10 foot up in the air and across, and then 10 foot down, or do you just go like straight?
Just
Cool.
straight, like dark. I'm
So
dark.
there's no
It's
point you
terrifying.
even flying.
No, but it's
So
just funny.
you raise yourself several foot off the ground.
I'm going with the it's like a Hulk action. It's like I'm
God, you
pissed
can
off.
tell
The
when
wings
you
are coming
these
out.
Can't you?
And you just barrel yourself
Yeah,
towards
like,
this
you don't
guy.
piss me off because the clicking wings are coming out.
Okay, and what do you go to?
Mama.
I don't like the way that
I
you
know,
like you
honestly.
fly and it just clicks every time you flap your
Yeah.
wings.
It's
What do you attack him with?
And dagger.
In the gear.
Mm-hmm.
In spear.
That's fine. Okay, roll to hit on there for me. D20. Add whatever it is, whatever proficiency is to hit.
Oh, right. Oh, that's a 5.
Have you
That's my-
add your proficiency?
Got proficiency for
It's
what?
by dagger down there. In your weapons.
It was 5.
Proficiency.
No, by
10.
where your weapons are.
Yeah,
Oh,
here,
shit,
dagger
yeah.
5.
It is +5 to hit. So okay,
10.
that's fine. Yeah, you hit him.
Oh.
Gorgeous.
Oh, so I need to add an extra 1 to my rapier.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would help.
What
Right?
what rapier?
Oh, that little thing.
Oh, I'm not going to help anymore.
You deal 5.
I'm just gonna
You
let
said it was +1
I'm just
to
gonna let
the
my
damage
son
roll.
take him.
So how much damage does it do?
10.
No, so that's
I don't know.
that's to hit him.
Oh, it deals an extra 3 radiant damage when
Yeah.
I use my wings.
Yeah. So you add that to the final damage roll.
13.
So that's
What the fuck are we doing?
so that's to hit him. You have forgotten
I've only been
everything.
here 2 fucking days.
You roll the d20 and you add that to it, and that's
yeah,
to hit
so
him.
that's 10.
Okay, and then the dagger is 1d4 + 2 damage. That's always the damage. Remember?
Oh, I was looking at extra 3 radiant damage.
That's fine. So you yeah, that's right though. You add an extra 3 onto that as well. So it's 1d4 + 2 + 3.
So 15.
No, it's a new roll. It's a new roll.
Oh, so I roll extra.
You roll the d4
Fuck me. So what am I rolling a d20 for?
to hit him.
Oh, so
You do 1 to hit him, and you roll the d4 to do damage.
5 plus the 3 damage. So that's a 3 plus 2
D4.
piercing.
d4.
Oh,
That's a
fuck me! Honestly, it's all game.
Also, you weren't rolling that for the d20, were you? Because that's the d20 there. You twat!
Alright, you've embarrassed yourself more than me.
That's
Let's
worse than her. That's worse than her.
Let's reset.
Okay, right. Roll to hit it for
Roll
me.
to hit. 16
Plus 5.
5.
21. Yeah, you smashed it.
Right, and then I roll
Roll the d4 and then add 5 to
Rolling.
it.
a 1
Plus 5, 6.
plus 6.
Cool. So you don't kill him, but you do push him away from Aurora, and he goes back a couple of foot, and then you kind of just like flump down next to her. But your wings are kind of like down by your sides, and they're almost like a dark shawl, kind of just like
They're
surrounding you.
The dragon.
And you kind of like look at you look at Aurora and just go like, didn't throw my dagger away.
At least I can count.
I never went to school, right?
Oh,
Do you want to
sounds-
hear about it? Because I've got a fucking story to tell.
I'm alright now.
Maybe
do it-
after this fight.
Yeah, maybe do it after a little bev in a pub or
I
something.
grew up in a cult and they taught me all about that.
I'm still finding myself.
I grew up in a clergy. Is it a clergy? A clergy?
I think you mean a cult.
Well, it's pretty much a cult.
Depends how you look at it.
Indeed.
I can't talk about it.
Mine's not a cult, mine's the one true religion.
She said,
We are not going to get on this stuff.
your turn.
Fuck me.
The cult
Right.
of Rakdos.
Is there any way I could just leave?
I can finish him the Grey Hall.
Yeah.
Out of embarrassment?
No.
This is so embarrassing.
Join the cult of
No.
Rakdos. Get a
I
cult
honestly feel like they do
insignia
better
etched in
without me
your forehead.
though.
It's fine. It's fine.
I might try with my dagger.
Why didn't you use a spell?
Get the weapons away.
Because I'm still trying to redeem
But
myself.
you've also got a dodgy arm now because you've been stabbed.
I'm stabbed in the shoulder.
So, shit, yeah.
Take the dagger from the shoulder and you got 2. Ah.
Well, then.
Not the worst idea.
I'll do
Always
that then.
love.
Sure. So you are now holding 2 daggers.
I'm holding 2 daggers.
Okay. What do you do?
Drop him.
So, is there a guy still on the floor?
No, he's not on the floor. He just stabbed you in the shoulder. He's kind of a couple of foot back. Astrid just pushed him back and got him off. She
And
got
where's
her
the
off
other
you.
person?
Dead.
Dead. Well, I want to go for him then.
Cool. So you just want to run it in with 2 daggers?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Right. Roll d20.
Here you go.
Roll d20 twice. I'm hoping for a 1 so badly.
So bad.
Get some fun space.
What's waggly duck?
Waggly duck. Yeah.
Waggly duck, waggly duck. Give me a good roll.
It's a 1.
Cut yourself.
I'm gonna kick you out the team.
Roll the other one for me. Roll again, because there's 2 attacks.
14.
Okay, cool. Right, so roll the damage on the 1 dagger. Roll the damage on the 1 dagger.
1d4 plus 1. 3.
Cool. So the
That's
one
looking a bit dicey.
the one dagger that you hit you kind of what he tried to do earlier was jump on the wall and kind of like slice you. You do that just to sort of rub it in, and you go that, and then he tries to dodge out of the way, but you slice him across his chest, and you laugh at him because you've done the thing that you wanted to do, and you look down, and the other dagger has embedded itself into your thigh because you weren't holding on to it properly.
What am I on now?
You take 2 piercing damage.
Right, so I'm on
You two are silently cracking up.
At least you didn't lose it.
So I'm on 30 health points now.
Bula, it's your turn, mate.
Fuck my
Is
life.
this guy still alive?
Yeah, just. I mean, someone's trying to been killing him for the past 4 turns, but
3 actually.
Should I just end him?
I mean, I guess.
Someone end him and my
Would you like to
misery.
borrow my crystals to pray?
No. Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna take the piss a bit. Can I do Tasha's hideous laughter on him?
Yeah, you can.
So,
Him or me?
yeah, but he's laughing at you.
Vicious misery.
It's me laughing at you, but through him.
Okay. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, actually, what intelligence is it?
He has an intelligence of.
If it's less than 4, he's unaffected.
Oh, I know it's more than 4.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I know it's more than 4.
A
It's
spell, so he just plays back.
14. What's the
We all look like an absolute fucking joke.
And that's what happens. He just falls to the ground, creasing, laughing at you.
Now can I stab him again?
Well, he's incapacitated, and he was the last combatant. As long as the concentration is kept up, I would say combat has ended.
Mhm.
So you can sort of do what you want to him. He's just dying laughing on the ground, well, proverbially speaking.
Is he actually dying?
No, he's just laughing a lot.
I think we should go.
Question him? End him?
Don't ask me.
I just recommend a general common bandits.
Yeah, I don't know if they have anything to
I
do
don't
with
know
what
if
we're
they're
doing.
worth our time.
But that skull lady
Can
there
you heal
is
me?
Interesting.
Please.
I suppose I can.
And with the celestial words of so fucking shit with a rapier, Bryn's shoulder is healed.
How many health points do I
You're
have?
on 37 now.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so do you guys, what do you do now? Do you just carry on and following the map? Do you want to loot anyone? Do you want to, what do you want to do?
We've all seen shit.
Oh yeah, let's rob him.
Oh,
Thanks to his
yeah.
own medicine.
Yeah, should we see if he's got anything in his
Yeah, so who searches him?
I'll search him.
Okay, Astrid, in his belt pouch you find a potion of healing, 10 gold pieces, and a toe.
Yummy.
Who's toe?
It's a skeleton toe. It's of the is Jeline, the boss. Yeah,
Ten gold pieces with us,
she used to be
yeah?
quite attached to them.
I'm going to give the toe to Bula, because I
Right.
think he'll use it.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Sure.
give the healing potion to this one, because she's obviously going to fucking need it. So
Yeah, thank you.
Can I keep his skull?
Yeah, if you like.
Right. Put it in my hat.
Cool.
And then I'm just going to say, you two divvy up those 10 things. I'm not here for money.
Well, let's split it 3. Yeah, split it 3 ways.
So you take 3 pieces each and you leave 1 on the ground.
No, 3.33 recurring.
Cut.
I really don't want money.
No, I hate them.
Well, I'll take it then.
Okay, so you add 10 gold coins to your
I'm not
inventory.
going to say no.
Bula adds skull to your inventory. Astrid, have you taken the potion of healing?
No, I gave it to
Yeah, I've got that.
I gave
Okay,
it to Avrosine over here.
nice. Okay, do you guys just carry on?
Yes.
Okay, great.
It's a fine book.
As you guys keep walking on, you see a human, a male human, hobbling through the alleyway. He's got a long staff that he's leaning on. He's got a wrinkled face. He looks a bit like a toad. He's got 4 teeth, and he looks at you and he grins, and you can see all 4 of the teeth, and they're all kind of brown and horrible. And he opens his mouth up to speak, and then he goes, and he falls backwards. Could anyone make me an intelligence observation check?
Yeah, I'll do it. Maybe this is where I really shine through.
Yeah, so bad.
Don't forget to get your rapier back.
Oh, have I got?
No, I reckon you leave.
Have I left that? Fuck me!
I'll do the intelligence check if you want, while you get your rapier.
Can I go back at any point?
You can go back now if you like, but you won't be there for this bit.
I'm gonna go get it.
Okay, you toddle off back down the streets.
See, guys?
Don't get lost.
Okay.
No, I try not
She's
to.
got them out.
I got them out.
Okay, right, well,
Coin.
you go to the alleyway that you had the combat in just now, and you see the rooftop in which your rapier has embedded itself into.
Do I need to do a roll?
Yeah, can you do dexterity acrobatics to try and get up onto the roof? While this is happening, you two do the intelligence observation for me.
You'll
What's
never
that,
fucking
D20?
guess what I got.
Have you rolled a 1?
I rolled a fucking 1.
Goodbye, rapier.
Do I still plus anything?
you
actually the same
go to
thing.
grab onto a piece of wood to pull yourself up, and the wood is rotten and it just breaks and you just fall down to the
Can I
ground.
redo it?
There is
Try
one.
again?
There is one more piece of wood. You can do another dexterity
Oh,
acrobatics check.
got this.
Okay, you notice that this old man smells of.
8!
Nice one.
You're not going to say you can pull yourself up on that. This old man smells of alcohol, and that his big staff that he was holding on to actually has a small crystal embedded into the end of it.
I love crystals.
That's what you've noticed thus far. You've pulled yourself up onto this balcony, and I want you to make just a straight up strength check. And
Do I
don't.
need to roll?
Yeah, you need to roll a d20. Add your strength
So how
modifier.
many of those bandits died?
All 4 of them.
All 4.
You're doing a kill count.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fine.
14!
Morale.
Nice, yeah, you properly pull yourself up there, and you can see just in between 2 chimney stacks is your rapier.
I grab it.
Okay, great.
And then I run.
You climb down carefully, I might add. Could you please do a strength acrobatics check just to get down off the
This
roof
is
for
just
me?
Don't forget to sheathe it.
18. Clearly
Perfect.
my strength is in acrobatics.
Yeah, so you
Not in
artfully
combat.
you do a one-handed twist and then drop off the edge and just land perfectly
Yeah.
in the 10, and no one is around to see
No
it.
one fucking
And you
saw
just
that.
go, ugh, and then you just run back the way that you came to try and join up to everyone.
I've been humbled.
The old man is kind of like on his back. You guys are trying to see what to do with it, and then 2 people come out of the shadows. There's a Draugr called Big Gustava, and there is a tiefling called Devil Dog, and they go,
There he is! Quickly, get the geezer now!
and they both run at this old man that is absolutely sozzled on his back on the floor.
Okay.
Are we near the old man?
Yeah, you're 5 foot. You're right next to him.
Am I still coming back?
You're going to come back in just a second.
Can we...
Grab the crystal.
Huh?
Grab the crystal.
Grab the crystal and run.
This is the crystal's embedded into his staff.
I'm not really one for thieving. I must
I
say.
might be.
Do you have a proficiency in thieving?
Well,
I'm not really keen on these lot. I don't know, it seems like they've got their own business going on. I'm not really one to meddle.
can it be pickpocketed?
What could
The
do?
crystal from the staff.
I'll let you use thieves' tools to get it out. I wouldn't say you can pickpocket it because he's paying attention to you.
I don't think I have these tools.
You can still try and get it.
I do. I'm just not really. These lot are really strange.
You can leave it if you want.
Just watch what happens.
Yeah, I reckon maybe we just survey.
Cool. The Draugr
Wait
grabs
for Alfred.
this guy by his ankles.
Don't know when I'll be back.
The tieflings go, get him, get him, get him, and
And she's like, no, devil dog.
And she's grabbing this guy, this old drunk man, by the ankles, going, "No, somebody help me! I can see the future!" And he's just dragged around the corner into this alleyway. As this happens, Avoral comes around the corner and goes, "Got my rapier!"
Can I speak?
Do you guys need any help with the fighting or anything?
We're not.
Rapier that. No.
We're not fighting. We
Okay.
definitely wouldn't need you if we were.
I think we need to save this man because
Can I just say that I am a follower of the deity of fate's destiny, divination, future, and honesty. And as this guy said that he can see the future, I am inclined to
a
follow.
moral obligation to save him.
In the name of Istus.
Even though you follow a phony baloney god, I shall help you save the man.
I don't care what you
For the
think.
cult of Rakdos. It's not a cult.
I do believe in multiple gods, this is just the one I follow.
I'm just
I
going to
don't.
follow them.
Are you sadly trudging behind
Yeah, I'm just going to do whatever they want.
them? Okay, right. So you guys follow them off down the alleyway. So while this old man is getting pulled away, the tiefling notices you, and then her voice booms to 4 times her normal volume. It goes, "Don't come down here!" And then like fire appears all around them in like a kind of like impressive, intimidating way.
Impressive, intimidating.
They're about 20 foot away down this street.
Can I use my charisma and speak to them?
Yeah, of course.
Because I've got proficiency in charisma.
Go for it.
Can I roll for that?
Yeah, roll a d20, add your charisma modifier.
Oh, fuck. 11. Even though I have 6 charisma.
11?
Yeah.
You can still speak to them. What do you want to
Better
say?
than a 1.
Excuse me. You do not know us, but we are very intrigued in that old man that you have there. Please, let us come forth.
Why are you speaking like that? She says to you.
Charismatic.
God.
My charisma. It's my charisma. You need this now in talent.
Why are you so interested in this weirdy beardy?
That is none of your business.
No, it is. We have him by the ankles.
But why are you interested in him?
Because he can tell the future. Why are you interested in him?
Because he can tell the future.
As we overheard.
Well, I'm not just going to give you him.
Well, I have a rapier.
Make a intimidation roll for me. It's charisma intimidation.
Did they
Please roll
gamble?
better than I
Can we like bet on him? Arm wrestle.
The old man's like
22.
Oh, sheesh!
Nice.
At the thought of you having a weapon, they drop this man and just run.
Nice.
Told you my rapier would be useful.
Yeah.
You have gone up in my estimation.
Thank you.
He's still flat out on the ground and he's gently snoozing. He's got a little stitch in his breast pocket and it says Cal Rudeheart on it, which you assume is his name.
How rude.
You walk over to him now you saved him.
Yeah, like poke him with my lance. Be like, they come.
He looks at you with a big grin on his face. He's kind of just like looking at you vacantly. He's like,
Then I'll be laughing at my future.
so many.
What was that?
That's it. Are you a follower of Istus? What do you know?
I know many things.
You alright?
Tell me
Sorry, it's
something.
been a
more.
bit. So we got hypnotised.
As soon as that second question gets answered to him, Cal's eyes flare bright green and open wide up, and he becomes as sober as a judge. He's
The plans are afoot. The staff are ready. Their balance sheets turtled, and the turtle is grim. They mean to only bring an end to all things. You must seek the magic. Only you three can stop them. Only you only.
Sorry, are you again?
So.
Lemon Smeagol.
Fucking praying for my life.
What was that?
Yeah, a load of bollocks to me.
And he gets weird stuff and he just sort of
it's
starts
an omen.
tottering away.
Now, that is an omen if I've ever heard it. We must stick together. We must!
Yeah, you guys are right.
Yeah.
After a bit.
Well,
You guys are coming to the end
You're
of
a bit
the
better-
alleyway,
you're a bit
and
better
at,
fighter than
at
I
the at the end of the alleyway, you can see 3 guards and a little shop. And the thing that you see that's the biggest thing is a giant gash in the earth's surface where this fissure has just risen through and just torn through the city.
Okay.
And you walk out into the clearing of this new place, into the warehouses district, and you see the mark on the map in clear as day sign, Jolly's Lamp Emporium. It's a kind of like ramshackle hut, and next to it are 3 guards that are just sort of like, 2 of them are like kind of like half asleep. One of them's diligently keeping watch, and she's just sort of just dossing around. Really, at the moment she hasn't noticed you.
If we got concerned, like, do the guards want us? You're right.
Well, they can't know who we are. I don't
You
know
refer
who
to
I
the
am.
letters that are on the back of your map that was given to you by Omindran, and as you've done the things that like have happened, they've like appeared with a little cross through them.
Okay.
Make way through the alleyway, cross.
Ah.
Liaise with guards, and there's like a little pen, like kind of making like a little circle around it.
Liaise. So you got a chat
We
with them?
cannot mess with future's path. Yoo-hoo!
All 3
That's what I
all 3 guards kind of look up. The captain is you can see she's an elf. She's got kind of like slicked back grey hair that kind of is like kind of short. It comes to about just like mid neck,
Mm-hmm.
and she's like big. She's big. There's a Fireblog and there is a halfling also there. They're the ones that are kind of dopey. They look quite new. They thick brows, quite stupid looking, and they're kind of like dozing off a little bit. They acknowledge you appearing, and the captain looks at you 3 and goes, "Speak! Why are you here?"
ahoy.
We come from.
Ahoy, I suppose.
We come from Rockseekers Inc.
Oh, perfect. Are you the adventurers? We were.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
That be us.
I cannot. My name is
Who be you?
Mergen Truff. I am the captain of the city guard in this quadrant.
And what say you?
Hello.
I'm intimidating.
That's enough, Mergen Traff.
It's Captain Truff to you, pointy hat.
Like I said, ahoy.
Bula Baravan to you.
So what's a Shadakai, an Asimar, and a sea elf doing in these? Is this a ragtag group of people, if I've ever seen one?
How dare you speak to us that way?
We are the best of the best.
Yeah, we're not ragtag.
What's the name of your
What's that? Halfling.
adventuring group? I've never heard of one with such 3 members.
The rapier throwers.
That is definitely not our name.
The rapiers.
Can you roll for me?
Rapiers.
Could you roll for me? What would that be? Could you roll for me? Charisma. Actually, yeah, just a charisma check.
The
Yeah.
rags.
The rags. Ye old rags.
I like that a lot.
Ye old ragtags.
13.
Okay. She looks at you a bit funny, but she believes you.
Sorry, guys.
The warriors are
I'm sorry, but we are
Rakdos.
changing that.
The rapier throwers. I think I've heard of you though. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously the area of the city is off limits. You know
traveled
this.
fast.
Brand's got it all cordoned off. So, look, let's just get this done so we can move on with all of our things that we're doing. Okay? And she gets the leather scroll from her pocket with a list of the adventurers that she was expecting, and she looks at the 3 of you again. And she looks at the scroll again. Which of you was Osgood the Ugly?
Me.
of the rapiers. Yeah, so these are just the names that I have again.
Yeah, that's me.
You are. And she looks
You see
again.
My face? I've got a
Yeah,
sigil
yeah, look at him.
carved into my forehead.
It's fucking ugly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quiver at the sight of him.
Okay, so I assume
I'll kick you later.
So I assume you two are Carlot Squeaky Wickle and Lord Pumpy Fugglestick.
Puppy Fuddlestick.
That be them.
Lord Squeaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call me. Puddly sticky all the
Is
time.
Lord Pompey a actual lordship title? Also, I don't mean to be rude, but you're a woman.
Gender has
We are
no...
in modern times,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, yeah, but low for me to.
Did you just assume their gender?
Cancel.
I come from
No,
a traditional elven family. And she looks at you. I'm sure you'd understand.
Well, I do, but times are a-changing, matey.
I must say, you're not what I expected. Squeaky, fuddle stuff, ugly, and
That hat has never been limber.
But I'm sure that if Dran says you're the best, you're the best.
Thank you.
I must say, Fuddlestruck, I'm surprised you've got your well-known lisp in order.
Oh,
You're quite well known for it.
oh, thank you.
That was out of...
And Squeaky, you're always known for your rhyming couplets at the end of sentences.
Why, yes, I...
That's what fucking cup is.
She looks at you expectingly for the next couplet.
It takes time.
It takes time to rhyme, like a lime.
Ah,
That's a
very
triplet.
true, very true. Now, Ugly.
What?
Is it true what they say about you?
Yes.
You
let's
have-
move on.
He doesn't want to talk
So you
about
won't
it.
show us your second thumb?
You have a,
No.
you have a
That is indecent.
It's in a very strange place. So I'm not gonna show you.
We just heard it was on your hand.
I have another hand. I don't.
Their
Oh,
eyes
people.
all widen and they say no more. Okay, so are you? Do you need any information, or are you ready to go into the fissure?
It's trying to rhyme like a lime.
Thank you.
More information, please. Captain?
She looks at you expectantly for the next rhyme.
Please, you've got to hire.
More information, please, like the birds and the bees.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay.
Now I'll show you my thumb.
Full stuff once you've composed yourself. So all you need to know is that the fissure has exposed a number of mysterious tunnels beneath the warehouse. They've been there for a long time. They're probably from the old city.
Yeah.
We assume it's that who created them. We don't know what's lurking beneath it, though. The two members of the watch that went down there, Constable Yander Boot and Sergeant Ava Tishi, went down there yesterday, and they haven't been heard of since.
Okay.
Sergeant Tishi is a tall, strapping female human who has seen a share of scuffles, and she's very easily. Constable Boot is a runty male human, infamous for his cowardice. Really, I don't know how he made it onto the force, but it's just one of those things. Let me see what else. So partially damaged buildings have been kind of collapsed into it, so you will get the occasional blocked path in there. And that's all we've really been able to tell. Now, are you fine going in there straight away?
I think we need to get away from these guards.
Lisp.
Which way do they go?
So they went straight down into the.
Like the garden.
They went. They went straight down into the. Straight down into.
The last dandelion.
Sorry.
I just grab you both. Be like, oh, let's go in the fisher now. Hold on.
I can see your second thumb on your right hand. One of them shouts. The three of you go into the ravine. As you can hear behind you. You know, they really weren't what I was expecting.
Well, guys, I think we pulled that one off. I'm a bard, I'm not a rapper.
We never speak of this.
We're very talented, aren't we?
Yeah.
We never speak of this.
Oh my god. Okay, right.
Well,
As you guys are going down the sinkhole, it's dark. There are small torches inlaid into the walls that the city watch put in there, and the sinkhole keeps going and going and going, and then it ends at a level floor of worked stone. There's dust and debris and rock and pieces of wood that once made up the walls and the supports. They just kind of spread all along the floor. The underground passage is blocked to the south, but it continues in a straight line to the north. And that is the only path that you can see. You can see as well 2 pairs of human boot prints on the floor. If anyone wants to do any intelligence observation checks, they can. Else they can, yeah.
go on then.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna kick back.
Observations.
I'm too embarrassed by my performance by my peers.
Don't you mean your peers?
My peers.
You should get inspiration for that.
Thank you.
Where's my observation?
Intelligence.
Oh.
Just there.
What in a perception?
Oh, sorry. I mean, wisdom perception. Sorry.
Wait, what? What? Am I
Sorry,
doing?
I mean wisdom perception. Sorry, I
Oh.
said the wrong thing.
Okay. You know what? I'm quitting.
She's rolled another one.
Stop! How do you keep doing that?
Can I?
Do you want different dice?
I think this is actually loaded.
I'll buy you some more dice.
I'm buying you dice.
Oh, I guess not.
Yeah, I'm actually
Oh my
fed
God.
up with these dice. Can I add my modifier on that, or is it just natural one?
No, natural one is the natural one. No shaping around it.
Wow.
So you get really interested in one of the torches because you think you can see a secret symbol on there for a passageway, and you go to touch it and you burn your finger and you suffer 1 fire damage.
So am I down another house point?
Just 1.
I may be ugly, but at least I'm not stupid.
Oh, t-shirt.
Nice.
Do you know what?
Was anyone else doing
Are we a
observations?
team?
Yeah.
Are we a team?
Dungeon Master is a fucking bitch.
Are we a team?
I need to practice my bagpipes.
So I'd pipe down if I were you.
I'd bagpipe down.
I'm very intimidating.
That's the sound that his 4th thumb makes.
That's what I thought.
Anyone?
private
Did anyone else
sector.
do observation?
Someone else needs to do it.
I got 14 plus 6.
Oh, sweet. Okay, right. Okay.
Wow.
You notice giant footprints just ahead of you, and one of them. There's 4 sets of them.
Okay.
They are about as big as my hand. One of them is dyed luminous green.
Why did I see that before?
Who knows?
Why can I not see that?
The green's a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
Can we I poke it with my lance?
Yeah, of course. You poke it with your lance, and you can see it's almost like green dye or green paint that has adhered itself to the footprint, implying that the thing that has this around it is not natural.
It's painted.
You rolled a 20, didn't you?
It was
Yeah, 14 plus
16
6.
plus 4, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right, on a
14 plus
20.
6.
You see this in the distance. You can see 3 shapes as well, big shapes,
Oh.
and you see 3 sets of red eyes looking at you.
Okay. Well, you guys go first.
They do this every year.
And you notice the shape of
How thick is love?
a giant rat.
Oh.
2 of the rats are just normal giant rats. One of them is a fluorescent green colour as
Is it
well.
like the Rat King from Barbie and the Nutcracker?
Oh my god, that bastard.
I know, right?
Oh. He's got a rapier.
Takes one to know one.
You say you're a rat.
Ooh.
You don't know me. You don't know my past.
Minor illusion.
Mm-hmm.
I can create an object within range for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
It must be as big as a 5-foot cube. I do a
5-foot
yeah,
cube is quite
a
a
huge piece of cheese. And try and lure him away.
Yeah, of course you can. So you guys are kind of in the middle of this hallway. It's about 25 foot across. You can't see the end of it. It's long. And these rats are about 30 foot in front of you. Where do you make this cheese?
Maybe behind us?
I don't poison cheese.
And then when they run at us, we can just dodge them.
Okay.
Quite a good plan.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Give me 2 seconds. Could you roll for me, please? God, what would this be? Is it an intelligence saving throw or a wisdom saving throw for this? To make them believe this? Or can you just do this?
Says if a creature chooses to examine it, they need to beat a wisdom save of 15.
Right, okay, so these 3 rats are going to try and beat a wisdom saving throw of 15, okay.
Go on, rats. No.
Oh wow, I just rolled 2 1s and a 4.
They don't see it because there's no smell.
No, these rats notice it and they barrel towards it. They like, hells yeah, cheese baby! And they absolutely blast past you. Not a care in the world. And they just make I would say it's beeline, it's more of a sea line for this cheese.
Rat line.
And you guys are free to kind of get past should you wish. Should you wish to attack the rats, you
No,
should be
I-
attacking them at advantage.
I say we just keep moving.
I like that.
Yeah, rats are very intelligent, so let's just leave them be.
Alright, guinea pigs.
Well,
Right.
Probably more intelligent than me at this rate.
That cheese is going to last for a while.
I don't know.
But it's illusionary cheese, it's not actual cheese.
They're going to be pissed when they find out.
Oh.
Physical interaction.
As you guys carry on,
It makes it physical.
you go around the corner,
To be an illusion.
and let me see. The earthquake has sealed many of the passages up in this, essentially what was an underground maze. Now it's almost much like a linear path. You kind of work your way through tunnels, natural caverns, and then actual functioning sewers.
Mm-hmm.
You're just trawling through this underground maze. Most of the side passages are blocked with rubble, which is like making the path of, like I said, making the path of deep water really easy to kind of navigate. The next area that you guys encounter seems to be some sort of chamber. It's a religious chamber, really, from the looks of it. It's rectangular. It shows no sign of the earthquake damage. You might ascertain because there are buttresses and columns supporting it, which help distribute the weight. And there are 4 pools of liquid in this. One is blue, one is green, the third is clear, and the last is very cloudy. There are carvings in each of the walls, and there is a double door, a very ornately carved one, with an ornately carved lock in the middle.
Are they like pools built in? Or they're
Yes,
just,
Yeah.
they're built into the ground, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, what's the way, like, is there pathways, can we get straight to the door, or do we have to go through the pools?
So, if I can show you exactly
Sorry,
what
I'm
it's like.
confused.
No, it's fine. I can show you exactly what it's like. It looks like...
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
It looks like this. So you come into the room. There are 4 pools. There are some columns there in the centre.
Okay.
The fire doors are there, and then these are each of the pools, and they're built into the ground.
Trials.
Can I do like a little, I don't know if I actually need a style for that. Can I do like a little sensey to see what I feel like these pools?
So are you using detect magic? Is that the spell you're using?
Wow, I don't know if I've got that. I just need to check. Would it be a spell on my spell list?
It would be a spell on your spell list if you have that. I mean, you're more than welcome to look around the room.
No, I do have that.
Bula, roll for me.
I think we just
Roll for me intelligence, just straight up.
Okay. Oh, natural 20.
Oh, baby. Okay.
That's what
You are looking around the room, and you're looking at the pool specifically, and you're looking really carefully at the green pool. You recognise something about it, and you realise that the green pool is the exact same colour as the rat that you just saw. They just walked past you. On that, you know what? On that intelligence roll, you eyes it wanders up from the pool, and you look at the carvings on the wall, and the carvings depict, well, they seem to depict, robed figures submerging themselves within.
Sorry, which pool is that? All of them?
The carvings depict figures in all of the pools.
Oh, right, okay.
So do we each have to be in a pool for the door to open?
I do fucking do.
Get the rat.
I've got that thing, I've got I triple myself.
Oh, yeah.
Do we have to get in the pools? I don't want to be green.
I mean, I'm a sea elf, so I can get in water. I love water.
Well, one's cloudy, one's clear.
One's cloudy,
Are
one's
the
clear,
chance
one's
of
blue, and
equals?
one's green.
Can I send my 2
Okay.
clones and stay out of it? Because I don't trust.
Where is it?
I'll get in the pool.
I don't mind getting in a pool.
Okay, well, I'll send my 2 clones then and I'll stay out. Because somebody needs to watch from the edge.
As long as you don't have sex with them.
Do you know how that? Have you read how that spell works carefully?
No.
Read the spell.
I'd
for
read
me.
it again if I were you.
Shut up, Rapier.
I don't want my nickname to be rapier.
3 temporary exact mirror copies of yourself that move around. They can't attack, but can be hit instead of you. If you have 3
Somebody.
the duplicates can't be damaged by any other means other than, like, rolls, it says.
Mm-hmm. They're essentially
Like,
they're not clones. They're mirror copies.
so it's like an image.
So it's like an image. It's like a translucent thing.
Maybe we can.
It's not a clone. It's not like Torex Stone.
How many balls are there?
4.
And there's 3 of us.
What the
Mhm.
fuck are we sure we have to get in these pools?
Can you say again about the pools?
Sure thing.
It's like, this is so easy.
The 4 pools of liquid
Yeah,
are set
well, you
into
know
the
how
floor.
dumb we are.
There's one blue, one green, a clear one, and a cloudy one. And you've now seen carvings that see robed figures submerge themselves within the pools. And at the far end of the chamber stands a double door with a large, ornately carved lock.
Should we have a look at the lock?
I think we probably have to get in each pool, and the key will probably go in the clear one. Why is there a clear one and 3 coloured ones?
Yeah. Why is
Can
there a cloudy
is there anywhere I can roll something?
What would you like to do?
Can we? Does anybody have like history or intelligence or something? I've got proficiency in Arcana, but
I can taste the pool.
If people would like to roll Arcana, they're welcome to.
can I roll Arcana to see if I've got any magical knowledge of this?
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm absolutely fucking lost.
If people want to have a look at the door, they can. If people want to have a look at the room again, they can.
10.
So you look around the room with your Arcana check, and you notice that there are runes carved into like a kind of like arc almost above the doorway.
Right.
You can't quite decipher them, but you know that there are magical runes. And on the Arcana check, you kind of look around and you sense that the pools themselves are magical in some sense.
All 4 of them.
All 4 of them.
I check the door out.
Yeah, of course. Well, okay, so what are you doing to the door? Are you looking at it? Are you trying to pick it? What are you doing?
Yeah, just walk up to it, inspect the lock, maybe give it a touch, a feel.
Okay. Right, that is fine. So you touch the lock and you don't try to pick it. Okay, you touch the lock, nothing happens. You're absolutely fine. It's a thick, old-fashioned lock. You can see there are like big, heavy tumblers inside there. It needs a big key to open it. They're heavy doors. They're made possibly of sandstone or
Do we
marble.
just think the keys are in the pool?
Well, can we not see if the key?
How deep are the pools?
The pools, you go over Avoro and you have a look, and you can see they're 10 foot deep with sheer sides.
So that's not too bad. I'm a sea elf, so I reckon the key is in one of these pools.
Well, have a look in the
So-
clear one. You can't see it. Probably in one of
So
the
shall
other
I go
pools.
in all the pools and see if I can find anything?
Yeah, go for it. See ya.
Well, the clear one, you can see if it was in there. or
I've
not.
got dark vision, so I don't know if that applies to water, but that's a sea elf racial trait, so I'd assume that applies to like cloudy water that I can see.
You're fine. You
Right,
can see fine on that.
let's
See
go.
ya.
Which pool do you jump into first then?
Well, let's do the clear one first, just to get that
Okay,
out
so you
of the
jump
way.
into the clear pool. Make a d20 roll for me, and add your intelligence modifier to it.
Bloody hell, are you making me do this again?
1.
Well, when you see it, if it's clear.
Yeah, but you have to go like, you can't,
Is it deep?
it's
then?
10 feet.
A lot.
I don't know. I feel like we're doing the opposite of what I wants us to do.
No, do whatever you like.
Normally he gives us a clue if we're not doing very well.
Oh yeah, like that riddle we can do. Is it read the riddle?
What am I adding to it?
Your intelligence modifier.
6!
Okay. You. So are you just in the pool, or do you submerge yourself?
No,
in
I'm
the pool?
fully swimming.
You're fully.
Well, you know, like
Okay,
I'm
so
fully
you're underneath the water.
Yeah.
Okay. So the infinite possibilities of the multiverse start seeping into your brain as the whisper starts happening in your ear, telling you of all the wonders of the universe. The overwhelming theoretical impossibilities impose a level of exhaustion on you, but you come out of the water absolutely fine. You did not find the key in it.
Fuck me.
Right, I'm worried about these pools. Right, I'm going to
Are
try
you
another
telling
one.
us that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. am
Which
I-
pool? Green, blue, or cloudy?
Blue.
Okay, on the blue pool,
rolling?
make a d20 charisma save for me. So add your d20 charisma modifier to it.
This is Ava Max, modern.
Fuck my life. 9.
That's fine.
Yeah, but not the roll. 2.
9 is fine.
So
Nice.
images of horror start to creep into your mind, but you'd already fortified yourself for this. You banish them with a click of your fingers under the water. These visions that you just see put you a little bit on edge, and these grant you initiative now. You're on advantage, on initiative rolls.
Cool.
So you're all good.
I don't find anything?
You escape out of the water absolutely unscathed on this one. No key.
Cool. Next one.
Green or cloudy?
Cloudy.
Cool. Make a DC 20 Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh, Constitution always confuses me.
So one says cons.
Yeah. 3.
Okay. The green water, you realise is not green water at all. It is in fact green poison. You take 5 poison damage and gain vulnerability to poison damage until your next short rest.
Can I ask a question?
Right, so I'm back down to 13-1 now.
Can I ask a question about my sheet? Just
Yes, you
really
can.
quick.
Yeah, sure.
If I've got a +3 proficiency bonus,
Mhm.
do I add that to everything I've got a P next to?
It's already added to it. It should be.
Oh, already added.
It should already be added.
Sorry, okay.
That's all right.
Just double checking.
That's fine.
Yeah,
You
that always confuses me.
do not find a key in that pool.
Right, well, the last one. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna take it like a champ.
You jump into the cloudy pool.
No, I went into cloudy pool just now.
No, that was the green pool.
No, that was the cloudy. I said. I did
Red's
say
left.
the green
There's
pool
no red.
left because I went.
Oh no, you
I
said
went
green
clear.
to me. You went clear
Blue.
blue. You said green, and then
I'm sure I said cloudy. But for argument's sake, let's just go with whatever you thought.
cool. The cloudy pool is the last pool, and you jump into that one. Make a DC wisdom saving throw, please.
Well,
Let's
I'm
put
not,
this on Guitar Hero.
I'm not very wise.
It's a 1.
You're joking me.
You drowning.
I think this
I
is the most ones I've ever seen.
This dice is literally loaded. Like, what the fuck? I don't even have any modifier for that.
This is amazing.
It's a full-on natural.
You realise,
roll.
like the last pool, this is not water. This is acid, and you take 5 acid damage,
We're just
and you gain vulnerability and
Just see us
to
fizzing.
the acid damage condition.
Well, I'm down to 26 health points now, so I better not die.
You
better you than me.
do not find the key in that pool. However, you submerge from the pool. You emerge from the pool, and 3 things actually happen. Number 1, you jump out of the pool, and even though you've taken all this kind of toll and damage and pain, you feel a little bit kind of like almost okay about it. You've like something really happened. Something really good you feel has happened to you.
I have a healing potion.
Someone might even say you have received a blessing of some sort. The second thing that happens, a small key has appeared floating in betwixt the four pools in the middle of the air.
It's a good job none of us, we didn't all have to get wet.
And the last thing that happens is that you can hear a down the corridor
Yeah, I know, it's embarrassing.
as you can hear some rats coming down the corridor.
Off, rats.
But the key has appeared.
Well, I'm going to take the
well-
bloody key.
Hold on then, let me see what spells I can
They're
do.
going to be angry.
The
about
rats
that
are not here yet.
illusionary
No, but
cheese.
can I...
Right, I'm just going to go to the loop.
mm,
Okay, so,
I can't believe I've become a cheese fan.
right. Have you decided what you're thinking? The rats have not reached you. They are coming around the corner then.
Yeah, can I... If I do an Eldritch Blast
So you're
down the... like through... down the hallway,
right.
down the tunnel,
Mm.
will that hit them?
Well, you can try. You shoot 2 beams, so roll 2 d20s for me. If you're entering combat after this, everyone's going to have to roll initiative, by the way.
4,
And you're just aiming to hit them,
17,
right?
21.
Okay.
Well
4 and 21. Okay. Oh, no, so it's 2 separate rolls, sorry. You add them together.
Yeah, 17.
17
And
4.
then 4.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
sorry.
So one of them does hit the rat, so roll a d10 for me and add 3 to it.
No, that's a d12. Sorry. Fuck me. I haven't seen these dice in a long time. And add what to it, sorry?
3.
5.
Cool. You hit one of the rats. You hit, let's say the green rat, right now. You hit the green rat, and
Ye old poison rat.
poison ratus. And it takes. Oh, it's dead. Right. Okay. Yeah. You back to that one rat. The other beam just pings off against the wall, and some rocks rain on the other rats. If you're getting to a fight, I would ask.
Well, I just wanted to just try and push
So is
push
everyone
back
running
and just-
like away, or what
Well, I
are people
thought we'd
doing?
go through the
Well, I want to
door.
grab the key.
Is there time?
You've grabbed the key already. You have
Oh,
the
I
key.
have.
I just thought I'd push them back while we go through the door.
Okay.
I
Right.
didn't
Sorry.
really want to combat.
That's fine. I didn't understand the plan fully.
Sorry.
So you've unlocked the door.
Yeah.
You're ready,
I'm ready.
and you're running into the door. Okay, so you've killed a rat. The other 2 rats are chasing you. The other 2 are holding the door open for you, and you guys sprint into this, sprint through this door
Oh, does that
into
count?
this other room. Right.
Should do a separate section of the creature.
Rats.
Hate them. Right. Okay. So you
I love all these bard calls.
you go into a corridor. This corridor is completely empty. The corridor is, let's say, 30 foot long. And it's got a door at the end of it. And that's it.
Another door.
Do we have a key for this door?
That door is unlocked. In fact, there's not even a door, it's a door frame. There's no door there.
Oh.
But it's just a long hallway.
It's a long
How long
hallway.
is it?
30 foot, and there's nothing in
I
it.
just don't want to walk down it and then fucking spikes come out Indiana Jones style. I'm just gonna say,
Have you shut the other doors behind you, by the way?
oh, I hope so, because rats are coming.
No.
I'm gonna
I
shut
did.
them. I'm gonna shut them.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, everybody, I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's proceed with caution.
Well, I feel like I have a blessing, so just letting you know.
I can teleport up to 30 feet.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So I go straight to the door.
We probably could just walk to the door,
Yeah.
but like, I reckon we'd take safety measures.
Yeah.
How many people can you take with that teleport?
Just me, I think. It's the blessing of the Raven Queen.
No, you know what?
You can teleport
You
up
do
to
you,
30
boo.
feet to an unoccupied space you can
That
see.
was for me.
3 times for a long rest.
There you go, take that. Take
How
it, baby.
dare you touch a Schloss?
And when I teleport, I'm resistant to all damage till the start of my
Did
next
you get a
turn.
discount on that, by the way?
Yeah.
It's all good.
How much weight is that?
That was 120 grams.
Just for future reference.
So are
I
you
don't know what
teleporting down the corridor?
I've got
Yeah.
a clue.
Okay,
You
right.
guys can walk. So
You can just do that.
Wait,
you're-
blast.
I'm gonna say you're.
There it is.
There you go.
And you disappear in a shower of raven's feathers and reappear in another cloud of raven's feathers at the far end of the corridor.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Thank you.
What's the door frame like? Is it alright?
It's just a standard wooden door. Wooden door frame. There's nothing.
What's on the other side?
The dark room.
Okay, so I'm in a dark room.
I might just walk.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? I've gone.
I mean,
enough
his
embarrassment.
magic didn't set anything off, so I might just try and take a few steps.
I mean, I'm blessed, so I'll be alright.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
Okay. Right, you two are walking down there. Make a wisdom perception check for me, both of you.
Alright.
Down.
Oh, I confess.
What am I making, babe?
Wisdom perception.
Oh,
9.
17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why a -2 perception?
You're
7.
not very perceptive.
You're not very rapiery.
No.
Astrid, you're walking down the corridor with a spring in your step, and then Aurora
This is
just bats her arm out in front of you and goes, "Wait." You look down on the ground and see that some of the stones have a faint runes, like obscured and etched into it.
Lana teleport.
They're not all of the ones, but you can see that they are. Every 4 ones there is a rune etched into, very faintly into the stone.
I don't think I can read runes.
No, I can't. Well, unless it's celestial, draconic, or infernal.
It is neither of those things.
No.
Well, I'm an elf and I can't speak Elvish.
Yes, you can.
Same.
I
That's
can't.
embarrassing.
Language
Really?
is common. Gnomish, infernal, sylvan.
Okay, right.
It's quite a touchy subject with me, so I wouldn't laugh if I were you.
I'm an elf, I don't speak elven.
You're an elf.
I'm
You're a wizard.
a dark elf.
You're a Shadowkai, you're not technically an elf.
That's what I said.
I mean, it's much for muchness.
I mean, I speak my normal language.
What does common mean?
It's the tongue that everyone can speak.
That's what I speak.
Oh.
But I speak celestial as well as my mother tongue.
As you guys were avoiding these runes on the floor,
Slytherin.
I'm going to ask for another wisdom perception or an intelligence investigation check.
From everyone.
No, just from you
Why
two.
did I sound like?
can I do
Why did I
it?
sound like Pinocchio?
Can
From
I,
everyone.
can I do an investigation check?
Yeah, sure.
17.
Perception or what was it? Guys?
Wisdom perception or intelligence investigation.
I've got 17 investigation. I
22.
rolled a 16.
Again, so Astrid, you're walking along with a spring in your step now. You've avoided the runes, and Aurora puts that arm out again and goes, "Wait,
Wait.
stop."
Stop.
And you see that there's a faint trip line going across the ground. There are a few rogue twigs and rocks just knocking around. You pick up one of the twigs and you trip the wire. And a pit in front of you just appears. Not a very big pit, only 5 foot across.
Oh, you can jump that.
But
not if you're
it's
not
15 foot
expecting
deep and it has spikes at the bottom. So had you kept walking, you would have fallen in.
Alright, okay. Well, I'm just going to jump in.
Okay. You jump over it. Can you just do strength athletics for me quickly, if you're going to jump over it?
7, 8, 9.
18.
That's fine. You both jump over that. And then you guys seem to have a home clearance to the end of the tunnel. The tunnel starts sloping slightly, actually. And you notice it's sloping. Bula, roll me wisdom perception while they're walking down this sloping corridor.
Boola.
18.
Okay. You notice from the ceiling, a panel has moved. about 5 foot behind them, and you can see an almost gelatine-like substance is falling down and dripping and dripping and dripping until the bottom of a big square starts falling down from the ceiling, and then it plops onto the ground. This is a gelatinous cube, and it starts moving down the hill towards you two. You haven't noticed it yet.
Can I warn them?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you don't have to.
Oi, there's a big cube coming.
Elaborate.
Look
you
behind you.
When you make jelly and you cut those cubes and they're like wibbly wobbly, there's one of them coming.
Oh, it's gelatinous.
Why would I be scared of that?
It's coming towards you. It's big.
And you both turn around and you see that this giant cube is just bombing towards you. Inside, it's got skeletons, it's got decomposing things and creatures, and it is coming straight for you.
Well, I guess we better run.
Cool.
Run!
That's right,
Yeah.
so you just run. Okay, make strength athletics for me.
Oh, fuck me. 9
Fuck,
again.
4.
You are very lucky. I have rolled a 3.
No.
You guys are absolutely cheesing it down there. Bula cheering you on. Come on, quickly, come on. And then you guys are absolutely just sprinting down this corridor away from this thing. And you jump into the clear as this cube kind of hits a small snag in the wall and then falls down back into the ground, ready to be recycled for another trap. And you have survived the trap corridor.
Yeah.
Go us.
As you go through this one last door, you can see a large chamber, and there's a very terrifying sight that lays before you that will be revealed next time. Naughty.
On the edge of my balloon tank.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, thank you very much for coming.